Mr. Van Leader, playing Call of Duty and recording it. No advertisements, no ego, no subscribers. Now, if you followed the instructions at the top of the video, hopefully something funny has already happened regarding what I'm saying. If you didn't, you're not going to miss too much. You'll still see a normal Commodore Garden gameplay commentary here in the wild world of Modern Warfare 2 Estate. But I highly recommend that you take the red pill, remain in Wonderland or whatever the quote is, and you won't regret it. So I'm using a light machine gun here, and I'm going to have a stun fail here. Off the tree, stun myself. Always fail with stuns. I need some pro tips. But yeah, I'm using the AUG, which is obviously a light machine gun, which slows you down quite a lot. So I've put lightweight on because it should be a pretty powerful gun anyway. And whilst I always use nearly every gun that I use with stopping power, I've decided to shake it up a bit and maybe gain a bit more movement at the cost of taking a few more bullets to kill people. Does take me a little while to adjust. My gameplay's a little campy in the style of someone who had an RPD maybe and was expecting to be rushed up here. But eventually I decided that now I've got lightweight on, I'm going to rush, make a mistake here and shoot this guy, and I knew there were more down the hill. I saw him on the radar and I get ass fucked by the guy with the UMP. So talking about camping and being killed by UMPs, maybe I want to talk a little bit about the whole morality of Call of Duty and which is worse. You know, people frown on so much in this game. You know, there are maybe 10 guns that people think are overpowered, whether it's a UMP or an ACR or you know, almost all of the assault rifles. I think the RPD with stopping power and a grip's overpowered. You know, 2-shot kills across the map, and when there's that much that's overpowered, surely they cancel each other out, don't they? You know, I mean, don't get me wrong, I do get annoyed by being killed by you know, the try-hard classes, but for the most part, you got to use one of these guns, and if people are going to frown on you using all of them, then it's a problem. So, you know, another thing that comes into this, obviously camping under here so my airstrike doesn't kill me, which happens far too often, and take the scrambler dude out there for the Pavlo. So I'm obviously camping a little bit. I'm going to try and rush a bit more, and since I've got all my kill streaks, that's certainly an option for me now. But I was camping there, and I'm using a sort of different, unusual setup with lightweight with an LMG. So, which is worse, is my question to you. You know, rushing with you know, a really aggressive playstyle with an overpowered gun, or is you know, camping in a corner, you know, right tucked away where no one can see you, in a real moment of douchebaggery for the whole map. For the whole match, even, but you're using a FAL with thermal sight. You know, which is worse? I'm just intrigued to know. Oh, that car's going to explode. The car's going to explode. Yeah, okay. It's safe. Move on. Pick up this geezer's scar. Look for someone else. So yeah, I'm just curious to know. In a game where everything is frowned, was that? I think that was Commando. That. Yeah, I definitely frown upon that, but in a game where everything's overpowered, it seems strange to... Well, no, we don't pick on certain things, we blame everything, but I'd just like to know which is considered the bigger evil. As I camp here, hear a guy walking round and spray away there. So I get outplayed here by a guy that I'm sure is going to eventually come round this corner, and he never does. I see a teammate run up the hill, assume that it's all safe, and get shot by the guy who was camping there. So he's using an RPD though. You know, he's not camping with a UMP. So should I hate him? Should I not? Stun fail number 2. Yeah, very poor indeed. So this is a little quiet spell here in the game. Sorry if it's exceptionally tense for you watching at home and you were on the edge of your seat, as it's probably fairly unlikely. But yeah, I'm just gonna run around and not really find any enemies, just sort of searching for the spawn. Even with lightweight on, you still struggle to get about a bit with a big old LMG. So, well, that's my excuse. So I'm going to make my way up towards the boathouse again, which is empty of my teammates. So there's a chance that they could be spawning round about there. And sure enough, I see some guys skulking around here near the boathouse. There you go, son. Yeah. So when you're playing a game such as Call of Duty, obviously it's important to remember that this is a depiction of real life war and human suffering and pain. And in order to give myself a sense of what that must really be like, and to stop myself getting desensitised to it, I like to make up little backstories for the people I'm playing against. So this guy coming up, he's Chuck with the Stinger here. He's got 3 kids. It's Christmas fucked in his house. My sense of Schadenfreude quickly dissipates, however, after having killed my fellow man, when I see this guy standing on a pane of glass in the greenhouse, and he looked like a full-grown man to me. And I'm not entirely sure, having never handled a sniper rifle like that, but I imagine they're probably pretty heavy as well. So I'm guessing a full-grown man holding a big heavy gun on a really big pane of glass, he's likely to fall through it if it was realistic. So it's a bit strange. I didn't pay full attention in glass dynamics class in school, but you know, nonetheless, you'd still expect that to have broken. Fail massively here, kill one guy, and his mate who was standing right next to him, and I didn't see for a moment, kills me. So I've spawned back down the bottom of the map. I think even with lightweight, I'm not gonna manage to get the last kill, being as there is just one left. But luckily, I see this guy having a picnic, sitting on his ass, and that's the game done and dusted. So I hope you enjoyed this video. I'd like to comment about what you think the least ethical thing from a gaming perspective that you can do in Modern Warfare 2 is. Yeah, I'm off to eat a kumquat.